Hey folks, we are here in Millstone today in Hendersonville, Tennessee. We're going to be taking a walkthrough of Pulte's brand new model home here, the Valleybrook floor plan. Now this is a 5-bed, 4-bath, 3279 square foot home. They just had the grand opening this last weekend, so we are going to be the first ones here on YouTube walking through it. So that's pretty awesome. This neighborhood, if you don't know, has been around since 2014. It was originally built just by Goodall Homes. However, now Pulte is here, and also Shell Brothers will be coming soon as well. So on that note, my name is Darren A. Wilson. I'm a realtor here in the greater Nashville, Tennessee area. Let's go ahead and take a walkthrough of Pulte's brand new model home here in Millstone.
Okay, so as we walk through this Valleybrook model home here at Millstone, the base price, as you can see, $661,990. However, it's really important to keep in mind that that's the base price. Okay, this is a model home, so it doesn't have a proper price on it because it's not for sale at the moment. A few years down the line, it probably will be. But when you start adding things like the lot premium, the design options, the structural options, those are all going to add up, and it can add up anywhere between $10,000 to $250,000 depending on what you want to have done to the home. Are you going to have a basement put in? You have to have a certain lot that's going to accommodate the basement. Different things like that. What elevation are you going to have? Now, this elevation that we just saw a second ago is the DS07. There are 3 other elevations as well, one of which features a balcony. You can check those out on Pulte's website if you'd like to see more. Now, it's important to keep in mind this is not the base price home, okay? So this is a 5-bed, 4-bath, and the base price home for the Valleybrook is going to be a 4-bed, 3.5-bath, okay? And it's also not going to have all of these design upgrades and structural upgrades that you see in the home as well. The lot premium is always going to vary. This home does not have a basement. This is not a basement lot, but things like that are going to affect your ultimate price once you actually get the home sort of sorted out and under contract. Now, just to illustrate this point, one of the Valleybrook floor plans that is currently under contract, okay, it's a quick move-in that is, set to be sold here in a few days, is on the market for $749. Okay, so that gives you a little bit more of a realistic idea. And just so you understand, that is a 5-bed, 4-bath, probably pretty similar to this one. It has the same elevation and everything. So this particular home, you're probably looking something more like $749, okay, than you are that $661. But if you get, a lot for $0 lot premium and a no design or structural upgrades whatsoever, then yeah, you're going to be looking at $661,990. But just keep in mind, that's usually not realistic. Also, there are promotions and whatnot that they have that can help bring that price down. Keep on the lookout for these towards the end of the year. A lot of the different builders, especially the bigger production builders, what they do is, since they're publicly traded and they like to have their numbers up as far as how many homes they get under contract at the end of the quarter and at the end of the year, that last couple of weeks of the year, they will often have these flash promotions that they don't even really put on their website. They just kind of email people like me that, yeah, hey, we've got this flash promotion just for the last couple of weeks of the year here. Doesn't always happen, but I've seen it happen with more than one builder. Speaking of which, if you are interested in purchasing a new construction home, I always recommend that you have representation for you, because at the end of the day, we love the people that we work with, the sales professionals at the different builders, but you got to keep in mind that it's their job to represent the builder and not to represent you. So it's important to have somebody who's there representing you. If that's a service that you are interested in, you can contact me down below in the description. I'll also post it, my phone number and email at the end of this video as well, so you can get it there. But even if you don't work with me, work with somebody and make sure that you sort of cross your T's and dot your lowercase j's, as they say in Wayne's World 2, when you go through this process. Now, as of the recording of this video, Pulte only has one incentive available, and it's a pretty small one. It's a $2,000 incentive for Hometown Heroes. So if you are an active teacher, nurse, EMS, police, firefighter, as well as active and retired military members, there is a $2,000 incentive available for you. I'm actually a little surprised that they don't have something more, considering that they just launched here at Millstone, but no doubt they will have something. Maybe they have something towards the end of the year, maybe they have something early next year. Usually you're going to see something like a $10,000 promotion or something like that. It's going to always vary depending on, how desperate they are to move homes, and maybe they just have no reason to hurry things up here. They still do have a lot of building to do. They're just getting started here at Millstone, so maybe they just feel like they don't need to do it right now. But I would anticipate that going forward that they will have more promotions available here at Millstone. So all the Pulte Homes feature KitchenAid appliances, which you can see here. There is a gas range. That's a nice option to have. Sometimes you don't have that available. Really nice backsplash there as well. But you're going to be able to customize your kitchen quite a lot with the structural and design options that they have available for really all of their 3 different floor plans that they have here at Millstone. Now, speaking of those 3 different floor plans, there are 2 others. So obviously we're looking at the Valleybrook right now, but you also have the Eastfield as well as the Moore Park floor plan. Now, the Valleybrook is the largest of the 3 when it comes to square footage. Obviously, some of the structural options will change that, especially if you're going to be getting a basement in one of those other ones. But the base models of all of these, the Valleybrook is the largest. Now, one thing about the Valleybrook that maybe you want or maybe you don't want, and this isn't the right one for you, is that the primary bedroom is on the 2nd floor. So you don't have the owner's suite downstairs, you have it upstairs. Okay, now that is also the case with the Eastfield plan. That primary bedroom is upstairs. However, on the Moore Park, you do have it downstairs. Okay, and you do have different options for how many bedrooms you want in the home. If you are able to get an optional basement, you can have up to 6 different bedrooms. One thing, if you go on Pulte's website, you can take a closer look at the different things that you can have done to each of the rooms, whether you want that front room to be a regular bedroom or a guest bedroom, or you even want it to just kind of be a flex room. There's lots of different things that you can do to customize the home. Some of these are going to cost you some extra money, some of them may not. It's really just kind of going to depend on what it is exactly that you'd like to have done. Now, of the 3 different floor plans that they do have available, I would say that the Valleybrook and the Eastfield are definitely the most similar, particularly on the 1st floor. It's a similar layout, though there's a little bit less with the Eastfield than there is the Valleybrook. That does come in at a smaller square footage and base price of $599, $990. So there's going to be some differences for sure, but they are relatively similar as far as the way that they're laid out. You can take a look at that online, whereas the Moore Park is definitely the most different of the 3, in the sense that owner's suite is downstairs and the whole layout is just totally different than the other 2. Now, this fire pit that you're seeing here is definitely not part of the base price of any of the floor plans here at Millstone. What this is going to be a structural option. So this is the type of thing that you need to pick out with the rest of your structural options prior to getting under contract for the home to be built. Now, those structural options are the types of things, like we said, either the fire pit, but also inside the home, whether you want to have that front room be a guest bed or a regular bed that will change what type of bathroom is going to be connected to it, as well as, do you want that 6th bedroom in the basement if you're able to get one of those basement lots. Things of that nature that actually affect the structure of the home itself. That's the type of thing that needs to be figured out before you get under contract, because Pulte or whatever builder you may be working with is going to need to submit that to the city so they can get the proper permitting in order to build the home. Now, before I talk about design options, I just want to point one thing out real quick. Over here on the left, that is the entrance to what will be the garage. Now, obviously, this is a model home. In most model homes, you tend to have the garage is actually like the office for whatever builder is working out of there. So that's where they have their office here. You saw that when we came in the home as well. There's no garage door right now. That's just the entrance to where they have their office. Now, I should note that garage is a 2-car garage, and you actually do have an option in order to extend it 4 feet. So if you're going to be keeping a lot of stuff in the garage, whether it's lawn maintenance equipment or bicycles or whatever it may be, that may be worth something to have added on to the home. Now, back to design options. What you'll find is that about a week or 3, somewhere in there, after you get the home under contract to be built, you will have a design center appointment with Pulte, or if you're working with some other builder. And basically what you do is when you go there, you pick out the different things in the home, like some of the finishes or what types of lighting fixtures that you want in the home. What kind of handles do you want on the cabinets in the kitchen or in the bathroom and things of that nature. That's all going to add up, okay? But that does not have to be cleared by the city in the way that the structural options do. So that's something that you'll do after you actually have the home under contract, and you and the builder can find a good date for you to have that design center appointment. Okay, so here we are in the primary bedroom up on the 2nd floor, as we mentioned earlier. And in a second here, we're going to take a step into the primary bathroom. Now, the primary bathroom does have a couple of different options that you can make. In this one, there is a linen closet available. Okay, so that's one of the things that you don't necessarily have to have in there. You can have that on at an additional cost. But you can also have a soaking tub in there if you would like, or you can also just have a larger walk-in shower as well, which is what you're looking at right here. It's going to just kind of depend on what it is exactly that you would like, but there are a few different options as far as what you can do with this bathroom. And that, of course, I should mention, is just when it comes to the structural options. Things like, what color do you want your shower head to be? What kind of tile do you want in the bathroom? Things of that nature that help you sort of make the place feel more like it's your own. That's the kind of stuff that you'll do at your design appointment. Now, as far as what colors you want on the walls and things of that nature, sometimes you can have that done at the design center appointment, though once in a while they're not willing to paint the walls for you something other than just white. Now, obviously in this home they already have some accented walls in different colors and whatnot, but once in a while you will find, depending on the builder, depending on the neighborhood, depending on the price point, that they're not necessarily able or willing to paint anything for you. When it comes to having a home built from scratch, a to-be built as we call them, it's a lot easier to get it done then than it is if you're buying a quick move-in home that's already built. They're usually, not going to paint anything for you. They usually expect you to do that on your own. Once in a while, maybe if they're desperate or they're willing to negotiate, you can have that done. But if not, if you need help with that, I can help you find the right contractor to get that done for you. Now, before I get to any other features of the home itself, I wanted to talk a little bit about Millstone and some of the amenities that they have available here. So first off, the neighborhood itself is really well kept and it's aesthetically pleasing through and through. There is a mix of single-family homes and townhomes here from when Goodall was the builder. Going forward, it's just single-family homes here by Pulte and Shell Brothers as well. They're coming in, a little bit further down the line once things get a little bit more developed in the Pulte section. But what's really cool about this place is you saw it in the beginning of the video, a little shot of the sort of the water. There's a little creek there as well as a mill, which makes sense. It's Millstone after all, right? But they have a nice walking trail that goes through that area. It's really nice. They have sidewalks that go all around the neighborhoods on both sides of the street. So it's really great for walking, some nice green spaces. One thing I want to point out real quick, I know I'm talking about amenities right now, but the laundry room here up on the 2nd floor, same deal in the east field. Okay, some people don't like that because they worry that, maybe they're going to have a leak or something like that one day, and that's going to leak down into the 2nd floor. There's your smart home hookups right there. But that's the case in both the east field and the Valleybrook. However, that's not the case in the Moore Park floor plan. So back to amenities again. We were talking about that area that has the walkway and the little creek and mill area. Right next to that, they also have what they call the town center. Okay, and the town center has a fitness center in it. They have a farm stand, a pool. They have a playground. There's also like a common sort of flex room where they have events on occasion. And then there's also an area where they have a common sort of like outside picnic area where you can grill, and a really nice courtyard as well. But anytime you get amenities, you also get an HOA, and with an HOA, you get HOA fees. So what do the HOA fees look like here at Millstone? Well, for these new Pulte homes, it's going to be $91 a month. Okay, now if you're in a townhome, it's going to cost more, but we're just interested in new construction right now, so it's going to be a $91 a month HOA fee, and that covers everything that we just talked about. I should also mention that Millstone is zoned for station camp schools, so the elementary school, middle school, and the high school as well, all very highly rated and highly sought after, so that's great whether you have kids or you're just interested for the resale value as well. Now, in addition to the great station camp schools, you also have the option of Merrill Hyde, which is a magnet school. It's actually rated as the top alternative school in all of Tennessee. It's a public school, but you do have to take a test in order to get in. They take about 40 students per class. And we also have several different private schools around the area as well, including Pope John Paul II and Hendersonville Christian Academy. We have a Montessori K through 8th grade here as well. So there's a few different options when it comes to schooling in the area. So since we just got a look at the HVAC there, I should mention that the heating is gas powered and it is an electric cooling system. Now, all of the Pulte homes here at Millstone are Energy Star certified. So they do have, whole home insulation, low E windows, which are basically more thermally efficient. So they keep the heat inside the home, and all the appliances are energy efficient as well. Helps to keep the bills nice and low. Now, I mentioned a minute ago when we were in the laundry room that you do have your smart home feature hookups in there, but I didn't really get a chance to talk about what exactly that entails. Well, first off, you should know that every home that Pulte builds here at Millstone does have these features available to it. And if you want all the nitty-gritty details about it, I would recommend going to Pulte's website and reading it on there. However, basically they have a security system that integrates with cameras as well as floodlights and whatnot to help keep things safe, and so you know who's coming in and out of your home at any period of time. But they also have, kind of separately from that, an electric car charging station available for the garage area, which I didn't really talk about because there's no garage in this model home, but you can have that available to you. If you're interested in new construction here at Millstone, or really in the greater Nashville, Tennessee area, or maybe you're even just looking for a resale, you can contact me right here. My name is Darren A. Wilson. I am a real estate agent in this area. I love working with people who are looking for new construction. Maybe you're looking for a resale or you're relocating, whatever it might be. Please reach out to me right here. I'd love to help you out. If you'd like to sign up for my newsletter, you can do that down below. I have a weekly deal of the week email that I put out, finding the best deals in the Nashville area once a week. And I also update you on different information about home buying tips, as well as what's going on in the market here in the greater Nashville, Tennessee area. If you want to see more videos like this, home tours, community tours, going to be doing a Millstone community tour, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. And if you'd like to watch another video, you can check out this one that I did last week right across the street from here at Stonecrest, which is a home tour of a Pomeroy floor plan by Southeastern Building. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye.